Guys, hello and welcome back to the channel. Today's Friday and I am working, and I've decided that I want to just have a chill day. I was gonna go to the gym at lunch and I could go to the gym after work, but I just want a nice relaxing day. I feel like this week has just been really back to back. The weather in London has been really cold and I just feel like it's really taken it out of me, where I just want to sleep in, have the heating on and have cups of tea. That's where my head is at. So yeah, I just really want a really relaxing evening to just do relaxing things. What I really want to do with my life is read this book. This book I kind of got recommended, or like, it wasn't a recommendation. I was watching a YouTube video of Eva Milosh. I love her so much. And she said she was reading this book, and it's called The Unbelievable Lightness of Being. And the book is really not what you would think it is about. Like, you think it's going to be self-helpy, but just to give you a quick synopsis of just what it says on the blurb, it's a young woman who is in love with a successful surgeon, a man torn between his own love for her and his womanizing. His mistress, a free-spirited artist, lives her life as a series of betrayals. So that's what the book is kind of about, and there is a phrase in the book which I can't remember what it is, but it's kind of like saying that your life is like a sketch because you only get to live it once. And I think that's completely butchered, but basically it's saying that if you're like a painter, you need to do a sketch before you do the real thing, whereas life can't be that way, because it's not like you can sketch your life out and then live it and you're gonna know what happens. Your life is the sketch. Like, you're still figuring it out, and you're gonna do that for the rest of time until you no longer exist. So you just kind of get one go and you got to figure it out. And I guess that's the main theme of the book, and it obviously centers around like love and cheating and betrayal. And look, it's really nice, and what I really like is that the chapters are like really short. So you read chapter 25 and then you go to 26 right away. So they're literally like short little paragraphs of like little things, so it makes it more digestible instead of just reading pages and pages. And then you're kind of like, oh, am I ever going to get to the point where I can just stop for a little bit? Anyway, so I just really want to read this, and I actually just need to get some work done. And, you know, just like stuff like that. I need to do some cleaning. I just want to catch up and get boring stuff out the way so I don't have to do it on the weekend.
Put your hands around my body, hold me tight and show it to me. I am yours.
Guys, good morning. It is Sunday morning. I'm sat on the sofa, and I've been that girly that's been influenced by the Vogue, well, the November Vogue issue, because you get the what is it called? You get the 2026 agenda, which I'll show you in a minute. Lois and I have just had breakfast and all of this good stuff. Look at the cat. Well, I'll show you the cat in a minute. She's so cute. And I'm just scrolling through the magazine. I never really have magazines. I was really obsessed with them when I was like in my late teens, whereas now I'm like not so much. And I'm just seeing all these cute little things, so I might just do a little gift guide on TikTok. That's my little idea of what to get. I might do one for beauty and then miscellaneous items, because let me show you, they've got like the cutest palettes and I'm like, oh my god, I want them all. So these are some of the palettes. You can see some beautiful Chanel one, a Christmas Dior. I think this is Hourglass, Tom Ford, Marriott. This one is gorgeous. I don't even know, Lancome. That is so beautiful. Super special. Like, if you have someone in your life who likes makeup, that is so cute. And look at this palette here as well. I don't know what that is. Hermes Beauty. That is even more special. But this Dior one is stunning. Then I've just seen some perfumes which smell delightful. Libra by Miss this is not her perfume, Dua Lipa, but she obviously has a little sponsorship deal with YSL. This smells delightful, by the way. I've put it on my wrists and it's delish. And I've also been possibly, where is it now, influenced to buy, I think it's the other way. Oh my God, where is it? The Charlotte Tilbury All Night Spray. I don't know, like I never use setting sprays, but I feel as though I should really give it a go. Why is it impossible to find now? It's like it vanishes. There it is. Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. These earrings are beautiful as well, but they are, I think, by Chloe, so they're probably gonna be a little bit pricey. But this looks fab. Apparently you can scan, so I don't know if people can scan that, but here's the cat. Look at the cat. Oh my God. She's like, oh my God, what happened? She's like tanning on the windowsill. Ignore the windows. I don't know why they look so gross. I have to pull the thing up for her, but yeah, those are my little slippies. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Okay, I'm finally ready and I'm just waiting for Lewis to get ready as always. Hello, Lolitas. I just wanted to show you really quickly the Vogue calendar I was talking about. I think everyone has seen this on, what's it called? TikTok and whatever, but if you buy the 2025 December edition, the one that I was showing you earlier, you get this little calendar. And I thought, you know what, I was about to spend like 30 quid on one. Oh my God, the sun is so strong. I don't think I can sit here. Let's go over here actually. I was gonna buy one for like 30 quid, but I thought, why am I buying one for £30 when I can just get this one and it'll be just as good? Artwork by Olivia White, if anyone knows. There's two, you get this one and a pink one with shoes. There's a shoe one. I kind of prefer the blue one. And then, yeah, look, the paper quality isn't great, but it's £6. And I kind of wanted one where I have a day. And I want to just like carry this around and make this, you know, something I take seriously. And I'm trying to see if there's like one you can set monthly intentions. My personal notes, that will do. And then you've got like little inserts. They all look pretty much the same. February, my birth month. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I need to get a grip. So yeah, I thought, do you know what? I get a magazine and a diary for £6. Can't go wrong, because I was literally going to spend £30 on those pre-ply ones. I forgot what it's called, just the one I had last year. And I kind of didn't use it as much because the days were in columns. Not that anyone cares. So I like the fact that this one has like a day, page per day, even though I kind of wish it had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If anyone will let me make a planner, I feel like I could just make the best planner in the world. I'd have two options. The first option is this, where you can write things. I kind of wish there was an hour, but you don't always need hours. It depends what you're kind of after. But for me, it's just like to know what I'm doing in the week. I don't know why I'm so passionate about planners, but yeah, and I would also want one that has Monday, Tuesday in columns, and then Saturday and Sunday could be little ones. And then maybe you can have a little page for just like things you want to achieve that week or whatever. But anyway, I thought that was really cute. So also, now that we've spoken about the calendar and the notebooks and the magazine and stuff, I started this video on Friday, and you know, I thought I was going to have a really productive evening and day, and it was okay, but it just kind of took a turn where I didn't really achieve anything. And I think the last thing I filmed on Friday was it wasn't dinner, it was luncheon that I made. It was really delicious, by the way, but I added way too much liquids, because it was like saying cups and ounces, and I didn't know what the hell any of that shit meant. So I just eyeballed it, and yeah, it became more like a soup than a stew, but either way, it was very delicious. And I know I said earlier we're gonna go to Putney but we're not going to go to Putney's, the record shop, because it's closed and Lewis didn't know that it was closed. So instead we're just going to go to Chiswick Market if it's open, which I don't know if it is. And we're going to make burgers tonight, so we're going to get ingredients for that. These flowers make me so happy. They are beautiful. And I was thinking we can also do a book something, because I've been reading a lot of books and I just feel like people would appreciate, well, I love to watch book reviews, okay? I love to watch book reviews. They're not book reviews, but just like book recommendations. Literally so beautiful. So nice. And I got this vase from TK Maxx ages ago. Oh my God, I love it. Ah! I don't know, just little things like that make me so happy. Okay, we're finally ready. Lewis has found his perfect Chiswick Walk outfit. This is my outfit. Pretty simple and basic. I love this coat. This is from Revolved, online exclusive. This bag my friend got for me. I think it's from Shein. So funny, but it looks like a Zara purchase, to be honest. Underneath, I've got a... This is terrible, but this is from Mango, Levi jeans. Lewis, what shoes do you think I should wear?
I thought you'd already decided. I've just seen the leather print. No?
Leopard print?
These? Oh, that's because I went in here.
You think I should wear
That's
those?
too much leopard for me, I think. Or is it?
I kind of wore those. These are Massimo Dutti. I wore those when I went out with Daniel. I was gonna either do my black cowboy boots or those loafers.
I was thinking, what, the red ones?
Yeah, burgundy.
Yeah, burgundy.
Get them out for the people.
For sure. Yeah, they're the ones.
Cool. Get the other one out for me, please.
Do you want me to put it on for you?
No, I can manage just about. So this is the outfit we've all been waiting for.
Whoa. This, I know it's not good lighting in here, so you're doing me dirty.
Whoa, who said
You
that?
just do a whole outfit reveal in there with the sunlight.
Okay,
and
come
the
here
And
then.
then you just do a flash on me whilst I'm in the gutter. Like, yeah, that's what Lewis is wearing.
Okay, come here then.
I'm not feeling it.
No, you look
It's
nice.
just
I was
white
just
tee.
winding you up.
Beige chino, Ralph Lauren fleece from Japan,
So
and then
nice.
cardigan. I'm going no coat. I'm going
I
double
know.
jumper.
I'm so surprised by
How
that.
it's going to go, I don't know. I'll have to let you know.
All right.
TBC.
Ta-ta. Okay, Lewis and I have made it out and we're in Chiswick Flea Market. It's so hectic. So busy. Lewis, you want some food? I'm not getting anything. I'm on a diet.
I'm kind of peckish, but I need a wee. I can't eat if I need a toilet.
Well, I don't know. You're going to have to hold
How
it
long
in.
are we going to be out for?
Not long, not long. I went to the Y Company and I got my mum a present, some PJs, 20% off everyone. But yeah, the food here looks delicious. Usually I get something, but I'm just not feeling it. And there's so many people, I just have to battle for like a wrap. I'm not feeling it. I can't get your fat head in it, sorry.
I'll eat at home. I'll be an adult.
He'll eat at home,
It's not
he'll
good
be
for
an
the
adult.
vlog, but
Or we can show you some little
good for
food.
everything else.
I think the food market's ended. If I'm being honest. I feel like no one's gonna snatch my phone here, are they?
Nah.
Not here. It's just so busy. I can't really do much. No comments from Lewis. Here you go.
What's the next stop? What's the next stop?
I don't know. We were just gonna walk, but there's no stops. We're in Chiswick. It's done now.
It depends how long we're going to be out for, but I need
He needs a
snack.
toilet. He needs a snack.
Well, it depends. I wouldn't mind popping into that record shop.
That's all the way back there.
Yeah, but we've got to go back that way, so
Okay.
pop in there, have a look at the wax.
Everyone keeps bumping into me. I must get a more obnoxious jacket to make a statement so no one fucking walks into me.
Can't they
I
see
like
that we're
this
trying
lane.
to vlog? Like, vloggers take priority on the
Should we go down this lane?
sidewalk.
Because
We've been there, yeah, fuck it, go on there.
there's some cute shops there. We might find something. My hand hurts, so let me flip the camera to show you the lane. So this is a cute little lane. We've been to that coffee shop, little nail place. I think there's a really nice shop just around there.
shop is vibes. We went there in summer, right?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's that one over here.
Did you get that guy in the shop?
I think so.
The shades and the bucket.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. So they've got some panettone, some, I don't know what this is, dry cleaners. So I think there's a shoppy just over somewhere here. There it is. This one here.
What about the shoes?
Which
I
ones?
want some shoes like that, but you won't let me. Obviously not as chunky as that. But I love that style.
They've got some Ghana in here. Right, let's go take a look inside.
You're a boy only. Put your hands around me. Put your hands around my body. I am yours and yours.
Such cute little baubles.
You got
A hammer.
I got money.
An octopus.
Put your hands
Tower.
around
Oh my god, Lewis loves broccoli. Lewis loves broccoli.
No, I eat broccoli every day, but I fucking hate it.
There's big, right, look at this little rat. Just so many.
Oh, Lola would love
It's a
that.
Christmas hat. I mean,
Lola
pet.
would demolish that thing.
She would eat it. Look at what's that thing called? This one.
Sorry, but these look like Lola's toys. Lola, our cat, has these toys, and you can buy it for like £1.
This guy, man, you can't bring him anywhere.
Just get Lola's toys, put them on a string, and hang them on the tree.
Well, that's a buzzkill. Yeah.
Is that the same thing?
It is the same brand.
Oh shit!
So if you buy this,
Big time.
proceeds go to the a charity to save animals. Very nice, very wholesome. Oh yeah. So yeah, no purchases have been made.
Put your hands around my body.
Oh my god. Okay, Lewis and I are now home. I am so tired. I don't know what happened. I don't know why I'm so exhausted, but I am. I'm just gonna put some gloss on because my lips are so goddamn dry. I don't know if it's a vibe that the sun's just come out. I don't know if that's gonna piss me right off. To talk to you about some books that I have been reading, which is all of these here. So one of the things that I set myself to do in 2025 was to read a book a month, and I kind of did, but I've lost track of where I am because I just kind of stopped making little check-ins. That's what I do on my TikTok, just do check-ins of where I am with the books. So I just want to go through the list and just tell you what I've read, if I recommend, and where my head's at. So I'm going to start off with this one here, and it's Simple Passions by Annie Ernaux. It's a really quick little book. It's just a book about this woman who documents her desires for this man, basically, and it's about just an affair. Well, it's not an affair, he's having an affair and she's really in love with him, and it's a really cute little book to read if you're just like a hopeless romantic kind of girl, which I am. And yeah, it was just like a nice little read, and weirdly enough I've highlighted things. So one of the things that I've highlighted, infinite emptiness except when we were together making love. I think that sums up the book perfectly. It's about, yeah, as I said, a lady that's in love with this man, and he's kind of a F-boy. He's not really invested. He's just here for a good time, not a long time. And yeah, he's just taken her for a ride and she's obsessed with him. And it's a really short book. There's only 48 pages and it was really fun to read. Next, I read Virginia Woolf's Orlando. This book I didn't like, and that's probably me just being an uncultured swine, but I just didn't like the book. I felt like it was, the style of writing isn't for me. I don't know when the book was published. was first published in 1928, and I guess that kind of sums up the language, but it's very relevant for the world that we live in today. I guess it's a book ahead of its time because it's essentially about a man called Orlando who is a nobleman in the 1500s, and he's a man, and he one day just wakes up as a woman. 3 centuries have passed. I said it's very relevant for today, and it's a book well ahead of its time if it was published in 1928, but it just wasn't for me. I don't like it. I think it's because I'm just not there in terms of my literacy and my like to enjoy a book like this. But in the future I would like to try some other books by Virginia Woolf. Apparently is it The Lighthouse or something? To the Lighthouse is a really good book, and of course Mrs. Dalloway, which we all know about. So maybe I need to do some more reading before I can appreciate Virginia Woolf. Then I read American Psycho, and this book I really did enjoy. I thought it was really, really interesting, and the character himself, I feel as though, yeah, he's annoying, he's obnoxious, he's a little bit, you know, he's an a-hole, but there's depths to him that are like, maybe he's like this for a reason. He actually, I don't know how to explain it about him, that throughout the book there are parts where he's very like for example, he was having dinner with his friends and they were like being disrespectful to some people, and he kind of jumped in and said like, don't do that, that's not cool, like challenging them and stuff like that. So you get to see a different side of Pat Bateman, but obviously that's probably just to kind of make you feel bad for him when really you shouldn't. The book is graphic. There's a lot of texts about him sleeping with women. Obviously the character isn't very nice to women, but that's just like, you know that going into that. And there's like animal cruelty and the graphic scenes of him committing murder, and if that's not for you, then definitely don't read American Psycho. But then towards the end of the book you kind of get more into his head, where you're just like, did any of this really happen? Because, and this is kind of a spoiler, and so if you want to read this book, I guess don't listen to this bit, but he thinks he's gonna get caught. So he calls his lawyer and he tells him everything. And then the next day or a few weeks later, he meets this lawyer and he's like, oh, by the way, that message I left you on the phone, like, can we just pretend it didn't happen? And then the lawyer's like, you never left me a message. What are you talking about? And he's like, the women, like, I'm talking about all the women, I confessed everything. He's like, you didn't call, like, I don't know what you're talking about. Leave me alone. So I guess that kind of leaves you to think, did Pat Bateman imagine all of this? Did the murders not actually happen? Did he actually not do these things? Does he have a mental illness? Is he schizophrenic? So I don't know. It's a very interesting, thought-provoking book. Moving on to the book that I finished just a couple weeks ago, which is The Vegetarian. Again, this book, it was the winner of the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2004, and I'm not surprised. The writing style and the kind of ideas in this book are very fascinating. So it's about a woman who has a dream, and it stops her from eating meat and eventually eating altogether. And that kind of sounds like, okay, how can this be a story? But it has layers where you kind of feel as though, is this more like an eating disorder, and her not really being able to distinguish from reality and what the truth is. Something that was interesting, that someone said that the main protagonist, she's kind of like a reflection of everybody else rather than who she actually is. So like, her husband doesn't really like love her, and he describes her as a average and, you know, just like unimpressive woman. Then her dad also kind of like is quite cruel to her and is rude and disrespectful. then her sister, the husband, like, I don't want to go too deep into it, but it all starts off by a girl who has a dream about eating meat. She stops eating meat, and then everything kind of falls apart from there, and she makes some poor decisions, and so do other people in her family, I guess. It's a really interesting book, so like if anyone has read it, like I'd like to see what your thoughts are, but I enjoyed it. It can be dark and deep because it's talking about someone's mental health and battle with food and, you know, kind of not wanting to exist. So there are elements of darkness to this, but overall I thought it was a really interesting little book. And finally, I've been reading Brothers Karamazov like on and off. I started the book in around May time, but again, this is where I'm not ready for this reading style. I'm not in this zone where I really need to concentrate to understand what they're saying. The book is really, really long. I'm not even halfway through it. I think there's over 1,000 pages to get through, or maybe that's a bit dramatic. Well, not really. I think 800 pages, super tiny font. And the book is obviously a vintage classic, so I really do want to get through it, but I feel like a lot of the storytelling is really long-winded, and it's taken me a really long time to get to a decent place. And I've read 266 pages, and honestly not that much has happened in the book so far. But just to give you a synopsis of what this book is about, I was just about to say it, but yeah, it's a book about a murder mystery. Basically the father gets killed and they're trying to figure out who did it, and the suspicion is that one of the 3 sons had something to do with it. Honestly, that's kind of like the really high level summary of what the book is about, but obviously there are many different dimensions about the sons and the father and his character and all of this stuff. I actually got this book in Paris, which is also super special, from the Shakespeare and Co. Love that. So yeah, look, I've been kind of reading this in drips and drabs. It's one of those books that you need to really concentrate on. The language is vintage, the storytelling is really slow, but I like Dostoevsky as an author. I read Crime and Punishment, and that's one of my favorite books ever, and that was really gripping and interesting, whereas this is more of a slow burner, which makes sense because look at the size of it. You know, those names, like, what the hell do you have to say? Well, Dostoevsky has a lot to say about the Brothers Karamazov. So if you like vintage books, if you like, I don't even know what this type of literature is called, you know, like old 1800s, early 1900s, it's kind of like Virginia Woolf language, you know. It's like you gotta really pay attention to what they're saying. It's a similar vibe of like writing style. Obviously the stories and the undertones are completely different. And as I already said at the start of the video, I'm reading Simple, I don't know why I was going to say Simple Passions. Well, I did read that, but this is the Unbelievable Lightness of Being. I really like it. It's really nice. It's definitely much of an easier read in comparison to the tone of it, which I said at the beginning of the video is that it's about that you should be living your life just as it is and not overthinking it, because unlike a painting or a movie or a picture, you can't redo life. You can't have a sketch. You can't plan life out first and then live it. You have to live as you go and kind of just perhaps learn from your mistakes, or I guess be impulsive to some extent, because life isn't a drawing. But I guess he is saying that you can map your life out as much as you want, but you just never know what's going to happen. But I guess that's the undertone. I've not read that much. I've like just under 100 pages. It would completely be missing the point of the book, but these are just my thoughts so far. This was a huge segment of the video, so I hope you enjoyed, because I love watching this, and I'll try to obviously make it more snappy because I know I've been waffling. Guys, you're gonna have to go watch my TikToks for the outfits, because the lighting and all sorts was just not good. So the only thing left for me is to cook dinner, but we're just making burgers. You don't need to see that. I'm gonna be making a little salad. for the next few days because I've got some leftover chicken. So we're going to do some Italian style salads, some butter beans with half an avocado. Don't ask why it's been cut like that. Lewis is in charge of this. Let's do a little bit of onion, maybe not even half, maybe like a quarter. For the dressing, we're going to use half a lemon, some, well, this isn't part of the dressing, but I'm going to put some basil in, garlic, some chili flakes. My friend gave me these. And then we're going to do some olive oil. So we can do some olive oil first. Just whack that on a generous amount, because I think this will be for a couple of days. Then I'm going to do some garlic granules. I do have some, the cat's here, which I need to get rid of. I do have a genuine garlic, but I just can't be asked to get involved with that. Then I'm going to do some chili, just a little bit like that. And then let's get the basil in. Just a rough throw in, not worrying about a thing. A bit of that. And then I'm going to just squeeze half a lemon in. And I've got this cool little tool to do it. Look at it. If you don't think the juice has been removed from that, you're wrong. Alright, so let me show you the finished product, and I'm going to mix it up. You can have it with a bit of bread, or on its own, whatever. One sec, let me wash my hands. So here's our salad. I think that looks delicious. And now we just need to give her a nice little mix.